What's up, football fans? I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, and don't forget to check out and grab your copy of our two latest book releases, Football: A Love Story and What Did Football Teach Me? Visit our website at footballgameplan.com/books and get your copies today. Welcome to NFL Game Plan. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bring you our Week 2 breakdown between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And we're going to break this game down in only a way Football Game Plan can, from keys to victory, coaching points, whiteboard workouts, film sessions, X factors, and even fantasy football advice. But first, let's start this video off by taking a look at my keys to victory. For the Dolphins in this ball game, there were too many passing attempts and not enough running attempts. I think they have to make sure they strike that balance. Don't try to make Ryan Tannehill Dan Marino. Allow him to have the opportunity to operate off play action, get that ground game going, and that's how they can have some success. And defensively, I think they could press on the outside and try to force Blake Bortles to hold that football a little bit too long to allow that defensive line to get back there and put him on the ground. And I also think they have to force the Jags downhill in the running game. Don't allow them to get the edge. They want to run off tackle. They want to run at power. They want to run the outside zone. Force them into a north-south game. I think that's how they could have some success defensively. And for Jacksonville, it's about winning up front defensively. They have to win along the line of scrimmage. If they can shut down this Dolphins offensive attack by winning up front, I think it goes a long way in helping them win this game. This is a very good offensive line in my opinion. I think the Jags have to compete well up front if they want to have a chance. And you also have to take advantage of Blake Bortles' ability to make plays with his legs. I think that's one way they can help jumpstart their own running game, utilizing the quarterback as an additional runner. And I would exploit the Dolphins' second level in the passing game. I think that's where Jacksonville can not only get the passing game going and get Bortles in a groove, but also take advantage of the matchups. This week versus the Miami Dolphins is going to be important for the Jaguars to get off the field on third downs. And I'm going to show you how they can attack Ryan Tannehill by taking away what he loves to do the most. He loves to go underneath crossers, delayed crossers, those shallow cross routes, anything that involves going across the formation, he'll hit that. He'll hit that before he'll go deep down the field. And I think that's where Jacksonville can take advantage. Show you what we're talking about here. Dolphins love the spread set. I even love when the Dolphins go spread because, again, it widens the field, it weakens zone. So when you're looking at a spread set, if you're Jacksonville, let's say this is third and medium, and you know he wants to go to one of these low crossers. You want to go with what is called a vice coverage. You want to vice inside, lock inside out these receivers. And how we have it set up, we have the corners, the nickel corner, backer, and a corner playing outside technique, meaning they're funneling everything inside. So what you're trying to do is have the safeties essentially play two guys, and also help you aggressively play against the crosser. So let's say they want to cross here and you're playing zone, you already have a nickel back that's sitting right here in inside position that could take away this crosser. You have the backer sitting here in case you want to cross this way. But let's say they want to go, they're going to send these guys deep and they're going to try to shallow cross with these inside receivers. By you aligning yourself inside is going to make it hard for this guy to get over, which in turn means Ryan Tannehill will be holding the football a little bit too long, and that's where the Jaguars' defensive line can cause problems. And again, your Mike backer is responsible for the back, but again, inside coverage gets in tight alignment by the safeties, forces Ryan Tannehill to hold it, wait for one of those crossers to clear, and that's how you can take away. You can even play aggressively if you're a safety because, again, you know that football is going to come out quickly. Let's say he wants to hit the crosser here. You drive on him and separate him from the football. So this is one way out of many ways. I know Gus Bradley is a great defensive mind. He doesn't need my help, but this is one way I would try to take away the short passing game of Ryan Tannehill and the Miami Dolphins. Opening up the Dolphins playbook from last week, you see Ryan Tannehill's consistency or lack thereof. And on this one drive versus the Redskins, he showed everything that leads you to that conclusion. On the first throw, great read, great throw, but you would like to see the placement be a little bit better. That ball could have went either way, and the defensive back had a great chance to make a play on it. Now, the second play, it's a nice read on the read option, no real issue here. And he got what he could, and he got down on the ground, which is exactly what you want your mobile quarterback to do. The third play, again, good read, good throw, and it should have been pass interference. But from a Ryan Tannehill evaluation standpoint, everything on that play, in my opinion, was good. Play 4, best throw of the game. Tannehill showed anticipation, and touch on the throw down the rail to tight end Jordan Cameron. This is absolutely what you want to see. Good read and a quick throw to the flats here on play 5. Play 6, great job moving off the first target, coming to the second window, which was just a flat-out drop by the receiver. And finally, Ryan Tannehill's mobility or inability to feel pressure cost him here as the Redskins got the sack, fumble, and recovery. Again, some good, some bad from Ryan Tannehill, but the Dolphins need him to flatline and become more consistently the good Ryan Tannehill as opposed to the bad, especially in this game versus Jacksonville.
My X factor for the Dolphins is Ryan Tannehill and Lamar Miller. Really, Lamar Miller more because they, like some of the other teams, cannot allow themselves to be one-dimensional. They don't have the quarterback that could go out and win them the football game in Ryan Tannehill. So Lamar Miller is really the key to this offense getting something going. As far as the Jaguars are concerned, my X factor is TJ Yeldon. Another situation where you have a team with a quarterback that's not going to win the game for you. They need to establish the running game and team that with their power defense that they have, and that's the way that they can win this game. Prediction-wise, Miami Dolphins 17, Jaguars 10.
So you have a Miami Dolphins team who, folks, if you're doing anything in fantasy and the Dolphins are available, pick them up. There's 5 straight weeks where they play either a bye or a team that's basically a bye, whether it's Jacksonville, the Redskins, the Jets, whoever. They don't play anyone the first 7 weeks of the season. So I'm starting the Dolphins defense. Has to happen. Sue's not suspended. It's going to be a big-time thing that's going to happen for him. As far as a must-sit, I'm going to go ahead and sit Ryan Tannehill. He should have a big game, but I do not expect it. Expect them to actually run the ball with myriad running backs. As far as the Jacksonville Jaguars, it's funny, but I actually think that Allen Robinson could be a good play this week. You're going to get Blake Bortles out on the edge, and he's going to try to throw the ball deep. Allen Robinson might actually haul in some balls. He'd be a sneaky start for you. As far as the must-sit, it's the usual suspects. Unfortunately, anyone in that Jacksonville backfield can't function, even with the talent of a TJ Yeldon or Denard Robinson. Going to be a lower scoring affair. Look for the Dolphins to pull it out 19-10 against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I like the Dolphins in this ball game. Defensively, I think they'll do a great job in slowing down that Jaguars sputtering offense. Now, I do believe this will be a close game because Jacksonville's defense, quiet as kept, is very good at every level. I like what I saw last week against Carolina. I think they'll slow down the Dolphins offense, but if I had to choose a quarterback or an offensive attack to trust in the clutch, I'm going with Miami. And as we recap our picks, all of us are going with the Dolphins in this game as well. Gene is on a scouting assignment but sent in his pick, and it was Miami. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Dolphin fan forums and Jag fan forums for always showing football game plan support.